Yo, what's up, folks? It's your boy Sports PSP. Hope everyone's enjoying the rest of their day. Want to talk about some NFL news regarding Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill shocked a lot of people. He went on some sports radio station located in Kansas City, Sports Radio 810, and he released a statement which kind of shocked some people. He said after the 2025 season, he plans on retiring. This is what he said. I'm going for 10 seasons, man. I'm going to finish out this contract with the Dolphins, and then I'm going to call it quits. I want to go into the business side. I want to do so many things in my life, bro. I'm reading an article here from ESPN. Hill was traded to the Dolphins in March 2022 and signed a 4-year, $120 million extension that made him the highest paid receiver in the NFL in terms of annual average value. So I really want to get into the gaming space, and I really want to get huge in that. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm using my platform, creating a gaming team, which isn't launched yet. It should launch by the end of this month. I'm going to just sign different content creators, different athletes. I just been working that, talking to different sponsors. Last but not least, this is what Hill also left a message to Chiefs fans. Chiefs Kingdom, when the Miami Dolphins come to Arrowhead Stadium this year, guess what we gonna do? I hate to say it, man. I hate to throw up the peace sign against y'all. I hate to do it. But guess what? I'm gonna be y'all worst enemy that day. In other words, he's looking for revenge against his former team who traded him to Miami Dolphins. Look, here are my thoughts about Tyreek Hill. As far as planning on retirement, I do think it's a little too premature for him to be discussing retirement, given the fact that he's still at the prime of his career and he's coming off a great season last year. First year in Miami, without Patrick Mahomes, without Travis Kelce, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy. Tyreek Hill had 119 receptions, 1,710 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Pay close attention to the receptions and the yards. He was second in receiving yards and receptions. And look, Tyreek Hill has proved that he can succeed and he can be a all-pro, Pro Bowl caliber level, even without Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. He's proven that. I do think it's a little too premature. And do I think Tyreek Hill, even if he retired, yes, absolutely, unequivocally, he is a Hall of Famer. I can make an argument first ballot. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a 4-time first-team All-Pro. He's been a second-team All-Pro. He's made the Pro Bowl 7 consecutive seasons. And he's in the NFL 2010s All-Decade team. And he's been the fastest player in the NFL and the best deep threat in the NFL throughout his career. Not just because of his tremendous speed, but his incredible vertical jump. So Tyreek Hill has enough of a case to be a Hall of Famer, let alone a first ballot Hall of Famer, because in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I'd rather take greatness. To me, it's greatness. I'd rather take a short sample of greatness than, let's say, 10, 15 years of goodness. And you look at it, he's had 5 of the 7 seasons in his career, he's had over 1,000 yards receiving, and he's had 2 seasons of double-digit touchdowns. You look at it, 598 career receptions, 8,340 yards, as well as 76 receiving touchdowns. Not only that, you have to factor what he did in terms of special teams. So when you take all that into consideration, yes, he should be a Hall of Famer, a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I believe he should be in the Hall of Fame. He has everything, including a championship. And he's been a generational talent. Now, what he said about Kansas City, I think he should just let that go. Remember, last year, he was saying a lot of stuff, saying that Tua Tagovailoa was way more accurate than Patrick Mahomes. I think he's jealous of the fact that look at what Kansas City accomplished last year without him. They made the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl without Tyreek Hill. Kansas City was still prolific without Tyreek Hill. Kansas City had the number one scoring and passing offense in the NFL. That culminated them winning the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes won MVP, Super Bowl MVP, still showing folks that he's still the best quarterback in the NFL and that he can do more with less. So that's what I think Tyreek can't stand of. Maybe that's just me, and maybe that might be other people, but I'm just telling you how I feel. So I think Tyreek should just let go and move on. You wanted to leave Kansas City to go to Miami, obviously because of money, and perhaps you wanted to go there because, after all, it is South Beach, beautiful weather, beautiful market. Florida's a state with no income taxes. So I think he should let it go. So I think Tyreek Hill, to sum it all up, I do think it's a little too premature for him to be talking about retirement, given the fact that he's still at the prime of his career. But hey, it's his life. And I also think that he should just end all this trash talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and focus on being with the Miami Dolphins. Those are my thoughts. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. It's your boy Sports PSP. Hope everyone's enjoying the rest of their day. And as usual, folks, God bless.